I discovered my deceased wife's final message, hidden in our home security footage, 3 years after her death, posted by u/Shadow Archive 87 in r/True Scary Stories. 3 years ago, my wife Elena passed away from an aggressive form of cancer at the age of 34. Her decline was rapid, and the final months were spent primarily in our home, under hospice care. After her passing, I kept our house exactly as it was for a long time, unable to bring myself to change anything. Last month, however, I finally decided it was time to upgrade our outdated home security system. The new system required me to review and archive old footage from the previous cameras to free up storage space. Most of the files were mundane: delivery drivers, neighborhood wildlife, and the occasional maintenance worker. However, while scanning through footage from the final week of Elena's life, I noticed something that has left me deeply unsettled. On the night of October 12th, at 2:47 a.m., 2 days before Elena passed, she was alone in our bedroom. The camera in our bedroom captured her sitting up in bed with considerable effort, looking directly at the camera mounted near the ceiling. She raised her hand slowly and made a deliberate sequence of gestures, 3 fingers, then 2, followed by pointing toward the bookshelf across the room. At the time, I dismissed it as delirium from the pain medication. Elena was heavily sedated and had not been fully coherent for days. I continued archiving the footage until I reached the final file, recorded the day after her funeral. The camera in the hallway showed me leaving the house for the first time in weeks to handle arrangements. The house was, but the motion continued. The footage shows the blanket shifting slightly, as if someone were sitting on the edge of the bed. Then, the camera tilts, an impossibility without physical intervention, slowly panning toward the same bookshelf she had gestured toward days earlier. I tore apart that bookshelf yesterday. Behind a row of medical textbooks that belonged to Ulina, she was a research physician, I found a small, sealed envelope, addressed to me in her unmistakable. The paper was dated October 11th, the day before the gesturing footage. Inside was a single sheet with a short message and a set of coordinates. Thomas, if you're reading this, you finally looked. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you in person. The clinical trial data was falsified. They know I found out. Protect the files on the encrypted drive in the safe. Coordinates lead to the backup. You were the best decision I ever made. The encrypted drive contained detailed evidence of manipulated patient outcomes in a major pharmaceutical trial. Elena had been investigating it quietly before her diagnosis. I have since verified the coordinates. They point to a safe deposit box in a city 2 hours away that Elena had opened under her maiden name, which I never knew existed. The most disturbing part is not the conspiracy or the hidden evidence. It is the motion-activated footage. Has anyone experienced something similar involving security footage after losing a loved one? I would value any rational explanations or advice.